Moving along on this Tuesday, and speaking of Tuesday, Happy Giving Tuesday. Today is all about encouraging all of us to give back to the community and take time to support some amazing local organizations in our community. Bob is here on behalf of Mount Carmel Veterans Service Center to share more about this Global Day of Generosity. Good morning.
Glad to be here, Justin. A pleasure on Giving Tuesday.
It is an honor to have. We have a hero in the building. Over 28 years of service on the front lines in the Army, retired colonel.
Yep.
For those that aren't familiar with your story, it's amazing because now you're paying it forward and fueling the next generation. You know, what were those 3 decades all about? Because now you're in a great spot to groom the next generation.
Yeah, I'm fortunate because I got to serve our nation for almost 30 years, and upon retirement started the Mount Carmel Veterans Service Center for now 10 years. Still serving, and it's an honor to do it, to be able to serve military veterans and their families here in this amazing community.
What experiences did you kind of go through as an Army veteran that now you're kind of paying forward to this generation?
Well, obviously transition of any kind as a service member coming out of the military is a challenge, you know, fear of the unknown. You know, the number one thing that everyone looks for is I want to take care of my family and make sure that I can have employment. Mount Carmel helps with that. Then, of course, there's the challenges of combat, wounded, ill, and injured. So if there are people who are struggling with physical and invisible wounds, we try to make sure they get the right resources that they need as well.
And this is the perfect town to do it in Colorado Springs, such a great military town with the Air Force and the Army as well. What kind of tangible services are you offering to the community?
Well, for us, there's counseling services, there's job placement services. We do supportive services, and especially during the holiday season now, we just did Turkeys for Troops last week, where we, with donors, gave out over 850 turkeys to active duty service members with their chain of command and the chaplain. So it was really good. That small gesture means a lot.
Look, every day should be important. You got to get back to the community, particularly on Giving Tuesday. What is Mount Carmel Services Center doing today?
So we're, it's business as usual for us. Yeah. This is the season of giving. Giving Tuesday is about giving to organizations that support, and for us, it's about making sure that people are shored up for the holidays. Turkeys for Troops was an example. We have an angel tree. We're taking care of families. We do food distributions. We have a food pantry. Families are struggling. The government shutdown, the residual effects are still in place, so we're helping families get through the holidays.
And like Chris and I said, just like a bottle of water to somebody can make the biggest, a blanket on a cold day, Bob, it really can make all the difference in the world. You have a favorite story over the last decade since you started Mount Carmel that it really comes to mind that kind of just made you think like, wow, look what I've done for this amazing community?
Well, there's so many. During COVID was an especially challenging time. We helped a veteran go from homelessness to self-sufficient in about 6 months. We connected with this veteran at the rescue mission and went from having nothing to having an apartment to having a job to even getting a vehicle. So, I mean, that's just an example in a very bad time, bringing somebody from hopelessness to hope, and that's really what we're about every day.
How can a veteran get involved? Maybe they just got done with some service. They need help kind of transitioning that next phase of life, and you're here for them.
Yep, certainly volunteering is important for us. 772-7000 is our number, veterancenter.org. We love, there's 3 things for me personally. It's making sure that nobody falls through the cracks that's in need, especially during the holiday season. Partnerships with organizations that have a specific talent or a person, and then of course, Giving Tuesday's fuel for the engine. Every dollar that goes to us, $2+ go back to the community.
Amazing. Serving those who serve, that's the motto. Thanks so much, retired colonel,
honored.
Army veteran. I make people laugh on TV. You're a real hero, seriously. To have you on the set means a lot. I speak on behalf of Chris and our entire crew behind the scenes. Thanks for what you've done, and more so what you're doing for the next generation as well, Bob.
Honored to do.